Hi, Dumelang Dumilani. My name is Mboko Basiami, and I'm the founder and creative director of Glotto. It's a couple of hours before my runway show. It's my first runway show in New York Fashion Week. I'm very excited. I just want to see my creations on the runway. It's been the most nerve-wracking, tedious, challenging journey of my life. I don't want to lie. It's not an easy thing when you tell your whole country you're going to do something and all the challenges come towards you, but we made it. Glotto's about to walk in New York Fashion Week for the first time. My heart is filled with gratitude, and I'm just happy I manifested exactly what I said I wanted to do. Glotto. It's an Afrocentric minimalist brand that I created around 5-6 years ago, and it's basically derived from the root word glottology. So it's inspired by my languages. I speak Kalanga, Setswana, and I love how that links me to 4 other tribes, being Sepedi, Sesotho, Shivenda. And I feel like as a young African, because you find the most young people in our continent, it's a way to connect with one another. It's like an interconnectivity superpower. You know, Hakuna Matata in Swahili, Akona Matata in Setswana, and I feel like that's a connection that I want to harness. So the same way languages connect each other, I want my fashion and my textures to do the same thing.
Kuchekiwa mimpale, kutiwa mimpale ya kupigwa tropi.
I think it's very important because for years and centuries, Africa has kind of been like an inspiration pool. If you look at Robert Cavalli and everyone, they come here for our models, they come here for our textures, our scenery, but we've never told it from our point of view. So it's really important in terms of creating our original narratives. When you look at what Afrofuturism means, I know we come from a bit of a dark past, but I think it's more important now than ever for us to reimagine a better future. And we can only do that by expressing ourselves, and I chose to do it through fashion. And a wish for my baby, Glotto. I'm so proud of you. Biggest message is to remain authentic, take your time. It's time to structure yourself, and a wish would be, Glotto just went global, so a wish would be for more physical presence, yeah. Oh, okay. So that was a summer-spring offering. Basically in fashion you have summer-spring collections. That was titled Weaponized Incompetence, and I used that title because it was inspired by my country, Botswana, which I feel like we're very small. People know that, but we have a lot of culture, and what kind of dynamite comes in small packages, and I feel like we've always weaponized our incompetence. We've always kind of made it seem like we're meek and we're humble and we're not, we don't really go to war. But if you look at the bigger strategy, if you look at how we even became a protectorate, we never shed blood to get our independence. Even look at Mboko, how he came out gold at the Olympics and no one expected him to. It's a way that we used to kind of adapt, so yeah. And then looking at the textures as well, I'm wearing one of the pieces that was showcasing. I'm really inspired by Miyake, who is a Japanese. I'm inspired by textures, colors. I use a lot of different flavors and like colors that I see in the Delta and the Kalahari. So it was just a way to show that although we're small as a country, I feel like we have a lot of things that we're weaponizing to get on top. I think for Setswana culture, we're kind of lucky because of the great migration that happened because of the Gaborone found in Johannesburg, the city of gold, right? So we, even as Botswana, we gave our territory. So there's 5 million Tswana people in South Africa. There's only 2.5 here. So the 5 million in Tswana in South Africa are doing a lot to preserve it, and I love that. If you look at the president in Tswana, Bonang is Tswana, Thebe Magugu is Tswana, Pedi, so I think that's a good job. I think in Botswana we're doing one of the best jobs at preserving it. I think you can see that with our wildlife, the fact that we have the most elephants here, the fact that we have 45% of our land still untouched. I think we genuinely know that the world is moving at a faster pace, but we do it at our own pace, which was preserving in the end. Okay, my favorite, and I love food because I feel like even with textiles, I'm trying to get into agri-fashion. So this is like kind of using pineapple leaves, banana leaves to make like a lot of fibers. So I think that's important. My favorite food is definitely mashonja. Kalanga, so I love mopane worms. They're a superfood. They have 8 times more protein than like a steak, and they give you less carbs. So that's good for me. I love marula, of course. I think that's beautiful. The juice has really been great for us. I love ting as well. I like the Okavanga bream. I feel like we have one of the best bream. And of course, 100% Botswana beef. I mean, duh, we export it to the EU, so it's kind of the best quality beef in the continent. "50 years from now, definitely. If I employ 7 people right now, I definitely expect to employ at least 50 plus people. I expect to have more chain stores of Glotto around the continent. The same way that I feel like the Asian community has a lot of antidotes to that culture, such as, ginger, soy, flavors. Any Asian can move to any community and start a China restaurant and know they'll get, some money and some traction. I want us to do the same with Setswana culture. From our fine Tswana leather, to our eggshell jewelry, to our semi-precious stones, to our ivory, to just a lot of what we use, our basket weaving. I feel like all of that can be concentrated in a nice luxury retail way, and we can have a lot of chain stores across, giving you a taste of Botswana.